Hello, welcome to another cool Rekz video. This is basically a channel and a band update. We haven't done a video, I don't think, since the middle of the summer. Apologies for that. So I want to quickly run through a few things just to bring you up to speed. First of all, thank everyone who's turned up to our gigs this summer, and really appreciate it. It's been really important for us to get some gig time under our belts. We're into double figures now with gigs, so very pleased about that. First of all, let's start off with the channel. Say apologies, hasn't been much content of late. We've been focusing on gigs, and obviously we've all got other things that we need to do in our life, but hopefully there'll be a video coming your way soon. I've strung on David to come down so that we can do some sort of video chat, probably a State of the Nation chat. First thing I want to talk about is the channel itself and our subscribers. We've got 11 subscribers, but I know there's loads more people watch the videos. I can tell that from comments and the messages we get, and from the views that we get. I just want to request, please do subscribe. It does make a real difference. I'm trying to remember now what the setup was when we set the channel up. I think normal people that set up channels, they need 2,000 views across their videos before their videos get monetized, i.e. ad revenue. I know for artists, official artists that have been verified, which we have, that's cutting off to 1,000. Now when we first started doing videos at the start of this year, I thought, well, we're never going to get that many views, but we crashed through the 1,000 subscriber mark not that long into doing the videos. Actually, it was this summer we went through the 1,000 barrier, so we're now eligible for YouTube ad revenue. YouTube pay, they're one of the better payers, shall I say. There are other platforms, organisations, very popular ones, that pay substantially less. But numbers of subscribers, I'm told, does have an effect on the kind of ads that are run. Obviously, if you don't have many subscribers, which is the metric that they presumably look at, see, because people that pay to advertise want to advertise to as many people as possible. They don't want to advertise to one woman and her dog. So we really appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button, and if you like what you see, also the like button, that also has an impact. I mean, I've received about a dozen messages over the last couple of days asking about when we're going to do another video. So, and I know that all those people that asked, which is great, aren't subscribed. It's a lot easier if you subscribe, because you get notified straight away that we've done a video. So please hit the subscribe button. Now that we are eligible for ad revenue, it would be good if we could get a little bit of revenue. We're constantly told by lots of people, well-meaning I'm sure, do this, do that, do the other, don't do this, you're not doing enough of this, you're not doing that right, you're not doing this right, so on and so forth. But as we try to explain to them, if we were in this for the money, we wouldn't be in it. So we've always been realistic about that side of things. But up until now, we've self-financed all our equipment, all our recording costs, the facilities we use to practice, putting on gigs. we don't get paid for gigs at the moment, so there's been a cost to that. Lots of ongoing regular costs like membership to music unions, membership to the copyright company we use to copyright our intellectual properties, membership fees to our distributor that distribute our music, so on and so forth, and things like the setup for this channel, which I grant isn't brilliant. The audio is not fantastic. I've spent an hour this morning trying to optimise that, but at the end of the day, you can't change an average microphone into a really good one. We're all feeling the pressure at the moment economically. Don't need to go into detail about that. We're not looking to make money. We're hopefully just looking to try and cover some of the costs. At the moment I'm not working, so there's a limit to how much I can throw into the kitty in terms of revenue. If you do subscribe, it just helps us get a little bit of money into the coffers, help keep us going. So that's the channel. There will be a video coming soon with me and Dave. Alicia's a little more difficult to pin down. She's young, she's got that thing, I forget what it's called now. That's right, a life. So she does other things. We'll try and get an interview with her, because I know that she introduces a unique dynamic to the band. Our band motto is Music for Generations. Ironically, I came up with that title long before Alicia joined, but I think it's very apt. She very young, me and David not so young. People do find that interesting. Forms a lot of the questions that we quite often get. Why the big age gap? So we'll try and get an interview with her, get her thoughts on. She's been with us for about 15 months now. So we'll try and get some information on that. Moving on to the band, coming towards the end of the year now, I think we've got 1 or 2 more gigs that we're hoping to squeeze in before the end of the year. They'll be indoors, obviously, because of the weather. Our setup is quite chunky. I'm not sure whether all of it's necessary. A lot of it might be comfort blanket stuff. We're going to have to pare down the equipment for the inside venues. We just don't have the space, but we're hoping to be involved in a couple of more gigs. We're working with the Stay Free Music, our recording rooms there, do their showcase of some of the acts that come down and use their rooms. We're hoping to do something with them at the start of next year. There's a new venue. Well, it's not a new venue, but it's a new venue in terms of music. There's a guy there who's investing quite a lot in terms of infrastructure. We're hoping to help support that and help ourselves as well. It's quite good, because it's the one venue where he's actively promoting bands that come on. Some of the venues we play, they're happy for us to play out, but they don't really do much in terms of promotion, so it's all left on us to promote it. And then they say, well, okay, we've had an okay turnout, but could have done with some more. Well, pull your finger out, you're the venue. Anyway, but it kind of feels like the end of a chapter for us. I would probably describe us now as musical toddlers rather than musical babies. The album came out in February of this year. The singles were released second half of last year into the start of this year. As I say, now we've done a series of concerts, which I suppose you could say constitutes a tour in the amount of gigs we've done. It does feel like the end of a chapter. We've started talking about our second album, meeting with me and David in the next few days to whittle down the songs that we think we should be working on in terms of the next album. We do have a huge back catalogue of songs and ideas. We've well over 40 songs to choose from, and perhaps another 20 or 30 with loose ideas where we just need to spend time working on those. So material's not a problem. Obviously we want Alicia's drums a lot more prominent in this album. She joined us at the back end of the recording of the last album, and recording drums obviously has its challenges. We're probably going to use Stay Free Music, our recording rooms, for that. Another reason why it'd be good to get some avenue is we need a decent laptop to take to the recording studios to record Alicia's drums. There's no way that we want drum loops and the like on the next album. We want proper bona fide live recorded drums from our drummer, because this is a cool Rekz album. So we definitely want to do that. I'm not going to put a time limit on when the next album will be out. In terms of producing it, I've absolutely no idea where we're going with that. There is a local producer in the county who records our kind of music. He does a lot of metal music, a lot of heavy rock, a lot of probably heavier than most of his acts are probably heavier than us, but we've reached out to him. But this guy's obviously an experienced producer. He's not going to do it for the love of it. So I don't know whether we can accommodate that at the moment. But I've wet my feet with production. Whilst I think I can produce a song to make it listenable, I question very much my skill sets and experience in terms of being able to produce an album for proper release. We were very grateful to Paul Roberts for excuse me, for recording our first album. Paul's a very busy guy now. He's performing a lot, and I'm not sure whether he'd be available if we wanted to go in that direction. We might want to try something different as well, so everything's up in the air, but we're immensely happy with what Paul did the first time round. But going forward, at the moment it looks like I might have to do it to an extent, which means we're going to have to spend some more time learning, maybe some more equipment purchases, and again we're going back to like the little revenue we're getting. We can help with that. Don't really do things like GoFundMe and things like that. To me, that's all right for other people want to do it, but my philosophy is not to directly ask for funds like that. Have things up on offer which you can buy is a different matter. Our merchandise, for example, please do contact us if you want any of that. We have CDs, we have T-shirts, we have EPs of versions of our songs that aren't available, obviously, for download, which we've been selling at our concerts. They're very good. Proud of some of those mixes. Most of that's a production work by me. We have badges, we have beer mats, we have stickers. Trying to think what else we might have. Beer mats, stickers, badges, albums, CDs. It's pretty good. So if you want to support us with that, do please contact us and let you have the details. We'll ship out T-shirts. I do know that we have got quite a few listeners abroad. We'll try and accommodate that, but obviously we're going to have to pass on the carriage costs, because almost the value of the T-shirt will be taken up with that. That'd be great. Also, if you could send pictures to our social media of you wearing those T-shirts. We have a few already, some from our friends in California and America. We've actually got a listener who I want to shout out to in Tibet, which is great. I know the listener buys all of our material. Please do reach out to us if you're able to. I'd like to know who you are and strike up a conversation. Really appreciate it. You're from a very unique part of the world in terms of listening to our music. Love to go to the Himalayas. I think that's probably beyond me now, but thank you, and thank everybody else. We have listeners in France, we have quite a lot in Spain, we have quite a lot in Germany, we have quite a lot in the Scandinavian countries. So thank you very much for that. I think that's about it, except to say that the next phase for us is this second album, which we're really looking forward to recording, because it will genuinely be all three of us. Really looking forward to Alicia's drums on this album, and really, hopefully, pouring all that we've learned in these last couple of years into the second album. I think it'll be quite a different album, actually, to be honest. And we're really looking forward to it. I've rambled on for long enough in this video, so stay tuned. Please subscribe, please like, really appreciate it. We'll have another video for you hopefully in the next week or so. And obviously if you have subscribed and liked, you will get to see that straight away. Just want to give a shout out to our friend Ollie E, who's just released a new single. Please check out Ollie E on Ollie E Music on Instagram and Ollie E Music on Facebook. Great young artist, very talented. Please do check him out. Our friends Pogo Preacher from Birmingham, again on social media, Pogo Preacher, who we shared some gigs with this season. Please check them out. Paul Roberts on Paul J Roberts Music, again all fairly easy to find on Facebook. Give all these guys a go, because making music isn't easy, performing music isn't easy, especially in these economic times. It's difficult, and this industry really does rely on two things. It relies on the listeners, but it relies on the fact that there's lots of artists that like doing this, and do it even though there's no monetary gain in it. I guess we're the grassroots. You know, from the grassroots comes tomorrow's big hitters. I'm sure there'd be more if it was more financially rewarding, so that people could spend more time on it. I often think that, for example, if me and David could afford to go full time, and Alicia, not having the requirement to get a job and things like that, given the fact that a lot of the time we're restricted to once a week, and we've achieved such a lot, but if we could go full time into this, it would be amazing. I'm sure we could make massive strides. So it really is important if we could get some revenue in to help support us. But, that's it for now. Thanks for listening, and as I say, please subscribe and like the channel. There'll be a video coming soon, and you take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.